Hey everyone, in today's tutorial you will need a 4.5mm crochet hook along with a darning needle, a pair of scissors, and I use these two cotton yarns from Hobby, and I used 20 grams of this Turkish blue color and 50 grams of this cream color. I highly recommend this brand of yarn for pouches and bags like these. It's super sturdy, and I'll link the ones I used in the description down below, so check them out if you like, and let's get started. To start, take your main color yarn and your 4.5mm hook and attach a slip knot to your hook. Now you're going to chain 27, and to chain you're just going to yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook. So continue until you have 27 chains. Once you have your 27 chains, you're going to look for the second loop from your hook. So 1, 2. Into that second loop, you're going to single crochet by inserting your hook into that loop, yarning over, pulling through the loop, yarning over, pulling through the two loops on your hook. And so you're going to single crochet into every chain until you reach the end. Chain 1 to start a new row and turn your work to the other side. And you're just going to do another row of single crochet, and you're just going to single crochet in each stitch for this row. Chain 1, and you're going to do 3 more rows of single crochet until you have a total of 5. So here's the chart for this pattern, and currently we've already done the first 5 rows indicated by this blank space here. We're going to start with the star now. So I'm only going to go over the first 3 rows of the star with you step by step, and I'm just going to teach you how to read this chart so that you can do it on your own at your own pace. And so how you read the chart is basically back and forth following the numbers. And so we did the 5th row like this. So when we start the 6th row right now, we're going to start on this number 6 and read from left to right. So for the 6th row, we're just going to start with 7 of this main color, 1 of the accent color, 10 with the main color, 1 with the accent color, and then the rest with the main color. To start your 6th row, you're going to chain 1, turn your work, and we're going to do 7 single crochets, and we're going to switch colors on the 7th single crochet. So I've just finished my 6th stitch, and on the 7th stitch, you're going to insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, but instead of yarning over, pulling through both loops like a regular single crochet, you're going to leave the 2 loops on your hook. Take the accent color you're going to use and make a slip knot. Insert it onto your hook, and then pull it through the 2 loops on your hook, and this is how we change colors for the first time. And we're only going to do 1 stitch with this accent color, except you're just going to insert your hook into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then we're going to switch colors right away because it's only 1 stitch, and I'll kind of explain why later on. So take that main color, and you're going to pull it through the 2 loops like this, and we're actually going to crochet on top of the other color and this tail as well. And so we're going to do 10 single crochets with our main color on top of the other color, and I would recommend putting this tail kind of with it to avoid weaving it in later on. So you're just putting the other color in between your stitches like this. And on that 10th stitch, you're going to change colors once again. So take that accent color, pull it through the 2 loops on your hook, and now you're going to crochet over this main color, but it's only 1 stitch, so you're going to insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and then switch colors right away into the main color. And we have that 1 stitch, and you're going to crochet the remaining stitches with your main color and make sure to carry the other color with you like this. And so at the end of your row, you should have both colors on the end. Now for the 7th row, we're going to start on the right side, and we're going to read right to left, and we're going to start with 7 single crochets with the main color, and then this time it's 2 with the accent color, and then we have 8 with the main color in the inside of the star, we have 2 with the accent color, and then the rest with the main color. Another thing that's very important to note is that whenever we're doing an odd number row, the wrong side is going to face us, which means it's going to be the uglier side where you kind of see the other color and you can kind of leave these loose ends like this, because this side is going to be our right side where it's going to face the outside, and this is going to be the inside of the pouch. So whenever it's an odd number row and the wrong side is facing us, you're going to carry the other color more facing the front like this, so that it's kind of concealed from the front. So you're going to do 7 single crochets and switch colors on the 7th stitch. So on that 7th stitch, you're going to change colors. So take that other color, loop it through the 2 loops on your hook, and then you're going to take that main color, put it in the front here like this. And this time we're doing 2 single crochets with this accent color. So you're going to do 1 full single crochet, and then on that 2nd single crochet, you're going to switch colors. And switch back to your main color like this. And then we're going to do 8 single crochets with our main color. And on that 8th stitch, we're going to switch colors. And so take that accent color, pull it through the 2 loops. And again, we're doing 2 single crochets with our accent color. And again, make sure to put that other yarn kind of in the front of the stitch here. So we're going to do 1 stitch, and on that 2nd stitch, switch colors to the main color. And do the rest of the stitches with the main color. Chain 1, and there we go. Hopefully you caught on to the pattern that the place that you switch colors is going to be the last stitch of whichever color it is that you're using before it changes colors. For our 8th stitch, we're going to go from left to right, so from this 8 here, and we're going to do 8 with the main color. This time it's 3 with the accent color, 4 with the main color, 3 with the accent color, and then the rest with the main color. Okay, and this time, since it's the right side facing us, we're going to carry this string with it facing the back of the stitch like this. So we're going to do 8 single crochets, and since we're doing 8 single crochets, we're going to switch colors on that 8th or last single crochet of the main color. On that 8th stitch, you're going to switch colors and then do 3 single crochets. And on that 3rd single crochet, you're going to switch colors. And like I mentioned before, I'm always going to carry the string on the back side since it's an even number row, or the right side is facing me. Now we're going to do 4 single crochets with the main color. Switch colors on that 4th single crochet, and then do 3 single crochets with the accent color. Switch colors on the 3rd single crochet, and then the rest of the stitches are going to be with the main color. And I know I only said I'm going to do 3 rows, but I'll do 1 more row with you. So now we're on the 9th row, and we're going to start from the right and go to the left. Hopefully you get the gist here. So we're going to do 8 with the main color, and then 4 with the accent, 2 with the main, 4 accent, and then the rest with the main color. And this is an even number row, which means we're going to carry our accent color yarn in the front like this. And you can kind of see the difference between the back side where you see kind of the lines here and the front side where it's more invisible. So let's do 8 stitches with the main color. And switch colors on the 8th stitch. And then you're going to do 4 stitches with the accent color. 3, and then on the 4th stitch, you're going to switch colors. And then you're going to do 2 stitches with the main color, so 1 full stitch, and then on that 2nd stitch, switch colors. And then do 4 single crochets with that accent color. And last but not least, switch to the main color and do the rest with that color. Chain 1, and now you're going to start your 10th row, and you should get the gist of how to switch colors and read the chart by now. If you're looking for written instructions for each individual row, you should find it on my blog in a couple of weeks, so keep an eye out for that. Now you're going to do rows 10 through 23, so basically until the top of that star, reading this pattern here, and I'll meet you once you're done. At this point, I'm on my 23rd row where I won't need my accent yarn anymore, and you could choose to carry it until the end of your project, but I think that's kind of a waste of yarn. So what I'm personally going to do is I'm going to snip it off now, but I'm going to leave a longer tail. And I'm not going to carry it with me because I want to weave it in the back of my star. And so I'm just going to maybe carry it in 1 or 2 stitches to secure it. And then I'm just going to leave it behind so that I can weave it in later on. So after your 23rd row, you're just going to do 5 more rows of plain single crochet with your main color. And once you are done with that 5th row, you're going to chain 1 and fasten off. So we have finished the front panel for our pouch. And so if you want your pouch to be double-sided with stars, you're going to repeat the exact same thing we did. However, if you're going to make only one side with a star and the back side blank, you're going to chain 27 and do 28 rows of regular single crochet, and that's exactly what I'll be doing. Once you finish, you should have 2 identical pieces in dimensions. So now you can chain 1 and fasten off. Now we're ready to attach the 2 panels together. So you're going to take the right sides and sandwich them together so that the wrong side, or the messier side, is facing you. and you're going to line them up, and we're just going to attach them on the side and the bottom. And you can choose to use a darning needle or your hook to attach the panels together. I'm going to use my hook. So you're going to start on this top left corner here, line the two panels up, and you're going to insert your hook into the top. And you'll notice that there are no stitches on the side, so you're just going to insert your hook, I would say, every row or wherever there's space for a stitch. Take your yarn and you're just going to make a slip knot, put it on your hook, and pull it through. So we're going to do slip stitches to attach the panels together. So you're basically just going to insert your hook into both panels. You're going to pull through the two panels and also the loop on your hook. And you're just going to go around the sides and the bottom doing the slip stitch like so. When you get to the bottom here, it should be a lot easier because there are actual stitches for you to line up. Once you finish attaching the two sides together, you're not going to fasten off, but pull your yarn a little bit long like this, and you're going to flip your work inside out so that the right sides are facing you. Project should look like this so far. Super cute. Now locate where your yarn was just now, and it's right here, and you're going to put your hook into the loop once again. And we're actually going to continue crocheting just over top of the work. Now you're going to chain 3 and do a double crochet by yarning over, inserting your hook into the project. Yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You're going to do a double crochet in each stitch until you reach the beginning. After your last stitch, you're going to slip stitch into your first stitch to connect the rows together. For your last row, you're going to chain 3 and do one more row of double crochet. Once you get to the end, you're once again going to do a slip stitch, and finally you can fasten off. And now it's time to make the drawstrings for our pouch. For your drawstring, you're going to take your accent color yarn and make a slip knot and attach it to your hook. From here, you're going to chain 85. Once you're done your chains, you're going to insert a slip stitch into the second chain from your hook. And you're just going to slip stitch across the entire chain. Once you reach the end of your chain, you're going to fasten off. Now repeat this process one more time. Once you have your 2 drawstrings, you're ready to weave them in. So take your darning needle, and you're going to go to the end with the tails, and it doesn't matter which tail you use, and you're going to put it into your darning needle. Okay, so I just decided to put both tails through my needle, so you're going to find the side seam of your pouch, and you're going to weave in and out of the first double crochet row that you did. You're going to find an opening, and I'm just going to start here. You're going to insert your needle inside, and you're going to alternate between 3 stitches. So go inside and then out in 3 stitches, pull your string through, and then again count 3, insert your needle, count 3, go out, and you're just going to repeat this pattern until you reach the beginning. So I have 5 stitches left, and honestly you could leave it like this, but I'm just going to make sure that I end the same place that I started, like this. And you're just going to even out the 2 ends. Now you're going to take your second drawstring, put it through your darning needle, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you want to start where you see the bar here, and I know it's not technically in the middle, but it's totally fine. So you're just going to insert your needle into the place where this bar goes inside, and you're just going to basically overlap the first drawstring. And so I just trace its steps like this. And again, you're just going to go in 3s. So if you face an uneven ending like mine, you can kind of improvise. So I'm just gonna insert my needle. I'm just going to skip over this section here and then insert my needle back out here. Once you're done weaving your drawstring in, you're going to either use your hook or your needle to weave in the loose ends of your drawstring. Once you do so, you can take your ends and tie them into a knot. I'm literally obsessed. And last but not least, you can take your darning needle to weave in the loose ends in the inside of your work. And you're done. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment below what else you'd like to see, and tag me on Instagram so I can see your creations.